Impressive. YouTube family, what up though? If you didn't know, I'm DJ Swavor, and this is another episode of Ottoman Box Openings. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button right now, and make sure you tap that bell notification button right next to it. Also, if you haven't already, be sure you're giving the kid a follow on all the major social media platforms. On this episode of Ottoman Box Openings, we're gonna do something completely out the norm. On any normal episode on this channel, we'd most likely be looking at a sneaker that comes from Nike, Adidas, even Reebok. But on this episode, we're gonna do something completely out of the norm. We're gonna take a look at a new and up and coming sneaker brand's very first sneaker. Yeah, bruh, we setting trends on this channel. On this episode, we're gonna be taking a look at the Los Angeles model of Jamie Kravitz's brand new sneaker brand called 10 January. Jamie has been on the grind to start this new sneaker brand for like the last 2 years, bruh. Instagram allows you to see a lot of people and a lot of stuff that you normally wouldn't see in person. Through Instagram, I've been able to see Jamie put in a whole bunch of work to get this 10 January brand off the ground. I can't do anything but to commend him for that. I'm pretty sure that every sneakerhead at some point in their life has thought about creating their own sneaker brand. But I'm almost pretty sure that about 99.9% of us sneakerheads know good and well that dream is never gonna come true. So to see a devout sneakerhead actually make that dream come to fruition, I can't do anything but applaud it and also support it. Even if it's not related to sneakers, if you want to start a sock brand or a brand of belts or a brand of peanut butter, do it. With the visibility people have with the internet and social media, this might be the easiest and best time to ever start a brand. The thing about starting a brand is that there are a million people out there in the world just like myself that would rather support a new brand over a brand that's been established. Do multi-billion-dollar companies like Nike and Adidas really need our support like that? No. So given the chance to support a brand new sneaker brand like 10 January, if I'm feeling it, I'm gonna do anything I can to support. I haven't seen this sneaker in hand yet, but just off the strength of me seeing Jamie's grind on social media, I couldn't wait to get this sneaker on this Ottoman. So YouTube family, I challenge all y'all to do this. If you come across a new brand, whether it's sneakers, clothes, or whatever, and you genuinely and organically like what you see, support it. Cause who knows, that brand might just blow up and you could say you were one of the first people to rock with it. What I also want y'all to do is hit that comment section up right now and post any brand new and up and coming brands that you rock with down in the comment section. You may not know it at the time, but you actually could be putting us all onto dope brands that nobody knows anything about. Hit that comment section up and post those up and coming brands that you know about. Cause the Lord knows I'm all about supporting the up and coming, you feel me? While y'all are hitting that comment section up, let's go ahead and take a look at this brand new sneaker. First off, let me give the homie The Camp Out a huge shout out. Homie hooked me up with a super dope tee, and we already know if you're in the runner community or even sneakers in general, The Camp Out is as thorough as it comes when it comes to sneaker reviews. I'm telling y'all, homie really knows his stuff. I'll post a link to his YouTube channel down in the description box. Be sure to check the homie's YouTube page out after you check out this review. He also has a review of this sneaker we're about to take a look at, so make sure you check that out as well. Like I said before, I've been watching the homie Jamie Kravitz's grind for the longest when it comes to this sneaker brand. We actually started corresponding on Instagram about a year ago, and over that time my interest in this 10 January brand continues to go up and up and up. One day Jamie hit me up and said he'd be honored if his sneaker could be premiered on this Ottoman Box Opening series. Bruh, I can't even begin to tell you how humbled I am that you wanted your first sneaker to be reviewed on this Ottoman. Well, say no more, my brother, because we got it right here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at this sneaker. And this is the Los Angeles model of Jamie Kravitz's brand new sneaker brand 10 January. Bruh, for this to be your very first sneaker? Flames. And I'm not saying that just because I rock with Jamie. He already knows that I'm as honest as it gets when it comes to sneakers. He wanted me to give my completely honest opinion on this sneaker. And at first glance, I'm blown away. The first thing that I notice on this sneaker is that the materials are as premium as it gets. I mean, look at the brush on that suede. From a person that has a whole bunch of runners, cheap suede does not have a brush like that. As you can see, you have purple suede going around the whole toe capping of the shoe. The toe box of the shoe is made of white mesh. This is when I wish YouTube had like a touch feature on stuff you review. You may not be able to tell through this video, but to the touch, This is some of the softest leather I've ever felt on a sneaker. The mid paneling as well as the lacing system of this sneaker is made of this plush soft white leather. In the middle of that mid paneling you have the 10 January brand stitched into the white leather. The precision of the cuts and the stitching on that branding is some of the best I've ever seen. Big corporations like Nike and Adidas don't do it that clean, bruh. The rear portion of the sneaker is absolutely my favorite part. The ankle wrapping of this sneaker is comprised of a nice plush gray suede. Just like on the toe capping, the suede used on the ankle wrapping has the nicest brush I've seen in a long time. A man like myself can appreciate top quality suede like that. The dopest feature of this sneaker to me is the skyline of the city of Los Angeles on top of that gray suede. The name of the sneaker model is the Los Angeles, so having a skyline of Los Angeles on this sneaker is only fitting, right? As you can see, the top portion of the ankle wrapping is also comprised of like this hairy suede. Adds a nice contrast to the precision that you find on the rest of the sneaker, you feel me? The inside of the sneaker completely mirrors the outside of the sneaker minus the 10 January branding. A nice purple suede toe capping, white mesh toe box, soft white leather used for the mid paneling, plush gray suede, as well as hairy black suede used for the ankle portion. The white midsole used on the sneaker definitely gives you that runner feel. I don't know if there's like a scientific name for that type of midsole, but when I see this midsole, I'm automatically putting it in that runner sneaker category. The entire tongue of this sneaker is comprised of a black suede material. Most of the time, the top of the tongue might be suede, but the rest of the tongue might be mesh material. Nah, bruh, he went all the way out with this one. Suede from the bottom of the tongue all the way to the top. Premium type shit, bruh. As you can see underneath the white wax laces, you have the 10 January and a purple material stitched into the black suede tongue. This is how you know I've been rocking with 10 January for a hot second, bruh. I actually have the official 10 January shoe trees. Number 12 of 20 in case you were wondering. To put that shoe tree in, I had to take out the insole that was already in the shoe. Inside of the sneaker came this black midsole with the 10 January branding embossed on top of the heel. The sneaker also came with an extra pair of white insoles with the 10 January branding and purple on top of the heel as well. The sneaker came with a pair of white wax laces, but it also came with a pair of purple wax laces. Knowing how much of a sucker I am for purple when it comes to shoes, I'm pretty sure I'm switching to these purple wax laces. On the bottom of the sneaker, you have a black sole with the 10 January branding in the middle. The left sneaker looks exactly the same as this right sneaker, so there's no need for me to pull it out and repeat the same stuff all over again. And for the most part, that explains this Los Angeles model of Jamie Kravitz's brand new sneaker brand 10 January. On a scale of 1 to 10, bruh, I'm giving this an easy 9. And I'm not just saying that. This sneaker is executed almost to perfection. From the color blocking of this sneaker to the materials used on the shoe, I haven't seen a sneaker executed this well in a long time. I found myself kind of going away from runners in the last year or so, but this sneaker actually has me wanting to get back into runners. Would I actually go running in this shoe? I doubt it, but it definitely gives you that runner sneaker feel. Now, I've said a whole bunch of good stuff about this sneaker. Now, let me get to what some people might consider the bad part about this shoe. The price tag. Being that this sneaker was made overseas and utilizes some of the top materials I've seen in a long time, the price point for this sneaker is up there, bruh. This sneaker retail for a whopping $345 US. Yeah, bruh. I said 345. Now, for some people, even myself, 345 might be kind of steep, but when it comes to sneakers, you always pay for what you get. If you want top-notch materials like the ones used on this sneaker, you're gonna have to pay that premium price. That's just what it is. Even though I might be kind of cheap when it comes to shoes, the $345 price tag for this sneaker is completely justified. This is arguably some of the softest leather and plushest suede I've ever seen on a sneaker, and I'm being real when I say that. So if you have $300+ sitting around, I would highly suggest copping this sneaker. Not only are you getting a sneaker that is well put together and has great materials, but you're also getting the very first sneaker of an up-and-coming sneaker brand. It's not many people that can say they supported a sneaker company from the beginning, you feel me? Who knows? This 10 January brand might be the biggest thing yet to hit the sneaker industry. I know I'm gonna be able to say I was supporting this brand from the beginning. And if you see what I see, you might want to be in that group too. And this is the brand new Los Angeles model of Jamie Kravitz's brand new sneaker brand, 10 January.